class tonight? You ready for class tonight? All right, we are live on YouTube. And then I'll just jump on my phone. Okay, so SBA EIDL loan payments. Okay, if you took out a SBA loan back in 2020 when you did the PPP, SBA has several different loans. Let's just say that. The PPP was one of them. EIDL, Economic Impact Disaster Loan. A lot of us business owners really took advantage of the EIDL. It just was a way better offer for many of us who are business owners. So if you did, and even if you only did the grant, I want to go over a couple of things with you so that you can understand the next steps, how to proceed, and then what's going to formally happen. Okay. Here's an update. Okay. One last platform. Now we're ready to go. Okay. TikTok. Hello. I need you to double tap that screen, though. I need you to do that. That's what I need you to do. Let's get started. So, the EIDL loan payments. If you guys took out a loan or if you took out a grant, okay, here's some updated information. One, if you took out a loan payment, all right, payments were deferred for 30 months, all right? Most of you got the loan around sometime in 2020, right? So you had half of 2020, all of 2021, and the majority of all of this year of 2022, okay? Starting January 2023, your loan payments are now due, okay? So if you took out an EIDL, which was an Economic Impact Disaster Loan, all right? If you took out the loan, your payment is due starting in January. Now, the other thing that I want to say is, this is what I talked about on TikTok the other day. Some of you all who did not do your own loan application, whether you did a grant with the EIDL, whether you did an actual loan with them, either or, okay? What I need you all to know as well, when you did the grant application, it's the same application. So it's not like it was a different application for the grant and it was a different application for the loan. When you apply for the grant, you were applying for the loan, okay? I just want you to understand that. Some of you all decided to only take the grant, right? Which was the up to $10,000. If you only took the grant, cool. But this is the clause that I want to say to you. If you did not fill out your own paperwork, if somebody else did your grant paperwork for you, if somebody else created the email account, what I want you to be aware of is several people have loans in their name and you may or may not know about it, okay? Because what happened was, if they did your paperwork, if somebody else did your paperwork, that means they had access to your portal. That means they had access to the email. That means they also had access to the information that was on there, and they could have updated the bank account information and submitted and accepted for the loan, right? When you guys, when the application was put through, you did the whole application, right? This is what some of you don't understand. The grant and the loan is all one application, all right? They offered you a grant. Some of you took the grant, and then later on, they came back and offered many of us an actual loan, okay? You may or may not be aware of that. So what I have been telling you guys is to contact the SBA, make sure and find out what exactly is in your name, because there could possibly be a $50,000 loan out, $75,000 loan out, $100,000 loan out. This has happened. I know for a fact that there are some people who have loans out in their name and they had no clue that the loan was out, okay? Because they did not do their own paperwork. They didn't process the application. And these are the type of things that happen when you don't do your own paperwork, when you don't run your business like you should be running your business, which is handling your own applications, not giving somebody else your name, EIN, social, address, all of that stuff. All right. This is what happens when you just go out there and work with somebody who's not a real professional. All right. So, just the same way I enlightened you on the whole PPP, it's the same exact situation with the EIDL. Some of you all got a grant, and some of you all have loans in your name and you don't even know it. So, I need you to contact the SBA. TikTok, I'm going to put the screenshot here behind me because they are sending emails out. So emails are still going out, but they are sending email reminders out letting you all know that the loan payments are due. So if you do have access to your email and you did your own application, then this is how it looks, TikTok. So for you, I'm gonna move my head out the way. That phone number, you can take a screenshot. There's the phone number. Do not be afraid and alarmed to call. Okay. This is the SBA. So if you don't know your loan number, you don't know your information, you don't know your email, if you don't know something, it's okay to call them and say, hey, I'm looking to find out, some information. I don't know. I don't know if I have a loan out in my name or whatever, right? They're going to ask you certain questions. They could look you up, look in the system, see what is there, and then you can go from there. Okay. But what you don't want to happen is when January comes and then now they're expecting these loan payments from you all and you don't know what's going on, right? So it's better to tackle it before things start happening or coming your way. So I would suggest if you are somebody who did not do your own loan and paperwork, that you definitely should be contacting the SBA directly. For those of you all that are not on TikTok, the phone number that you can contact is 833. Well, you know what? This is really more for creating a payment. This isn't the basic 1-800 number, but I don't have the basic 1-800 number directly in front of me right now. So I'm going to just give you the number that's on this email. Hold on. I am on the SBA website. Okay. I got how long? Because we start class in, 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to give you the basic 1-800 number. Okay. That's the payment portal, right? Because that number is strictly for the payment portal. So you need to go to the loan servicing department and talk to a loan servicing agent. And that phone number is different. Borrowers. Okay, so borrowers who need copy of their paperwork. Here you go. Actually, it looks like it is that number. So TikTok, you guys have the number. That's the number. Facebook and YouTube, the phone number is 833 853 5638. Again, that phone number is 833 853 5638. You can call them Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. up until 8 p.m. So they're still open right now. You still got time. Call them, find out what copies, paperwork information that you need, and then make sure that you do not have a loan out in your name, especially if you only think that you did a grant. Okay. So if you only think that you did a grant, you definitely need to be calling, if anybody. Everybody else, you guys should know and understand what you signed up for with that loan. Remember, EIDL was a loan. It was not like the PPP. We knew that we had to pay it back, but we had a grace period. We had 2 years. We had 24 months. They extended it an additional 6 months. So you really had 30 months. So as a legitimate business owner, if you got a loan, y'all should have known how to flip that money a couple of ways in the last 2 years. Okay. If you was real about your business, you should have invested. Okay. And seeing that return on an investment. So now you can actually start making your loan payments back. The other thing that I do want to share with you all is they do have a hardship program right now. It's not long, it's not lengthy, but what it is you can apply for their hardship program. Again, go to sba.gov, click on EIDL. It's going to say COVID relief programs, and then you'll go to EIDL, which is Economic Impact Disaster Loan, right? When you scroll down there, it's going to be an area that talks about the hardship program. The hardship program is a 6-month program. They're allowing you the hardship up to 6 months. And pretty much whatever your loan payment is, you have to pay at least 10% of that. So let's say if your loan payment is $500, then you have to at least pay $50 of that for the next 6 months. And then after the 6 month period, you do have to go to your regular monthly payment arrangements. Okay. So that's it. That's the update. Simple, sweet, pretty, straight to the point. Again, this is how the email looks. It's going to come from the U.S. Small Business Administration. Don't ignore those emails, because the other thing that I want to say to you guys before I get off of here and we get in class tonight, we are in our 5-day wealth challenge tonight. Those of you that are in the challenge, especially TikTokers, make sure that you are logging in the next 12 minutes. Tonight, we are going over mobile home investing, creating passive income streams. All right. So make sure that you're checking your email. Make sure that you're checking your spam, because many of y'all are texting us, and we sent you the email earlier today at 12:30. We also sent you another email 8 minutes ago. We sent 2 email reminders twice a day, letting you know that class is in session. For those of you guys who have Yahoo, especially, I need you to get out of Yahoo. Yahoo is whack and old. Okay. Yahoo, more than you all who have Yahoo have the ones that have been saying you haven't got the email. So check your spam. It's going to come from Patrice at patricelstewart.com. All right. Most of my TikTokers are in that workshop. Again, thank you all for always being a part of the community and investing in me just the way I invest in you. So the other thing that I wanted to say at the end of this, before we get off of this live too, is I completely forgot my train of thought. I saw somebody say something, and then I talked about the class tonight, and I completely forgot my whole train of thought of what I was getting ready to tell y'all. I told y'all about the dang, I hate when that happened. I told y'all about the hardship. Oh, this was the other thing I wanted to say. This is the difference when you're doing government funded loans, you guys. Okay. Do not ignore these notices. Do not ignore these emails. Do not act like you did not take that money out, and now when it's time to pay it back, you want to act like you got amnesia. Okay. I need you to be serious. I need you to put your big boy panties and girls on. I need you to be grown, responsible adults, because this is the thing when it comes to the government and taking money from the government. This is what I talked about on the live the other night with y'all on TikTok. When y'all, for those of y'all who are on these government assistance programs, Link, Section 8, low income, right? And many of you all are being investigated right now because of this, because you did this loan or PPP and you really don't have a business, or you really are side hustling a business and you're not serious. This is what I be talking about with y'all when you want to jump out into the ocean with the big boys and big business, because real business owners, this is what we know and understand. Okay. Now that it's time for these payments to come, the worst thing that you want to do is not respond, is not contact the SBA, is not be in communication with them. This is not like when you're not paying your credit card bill, when you're not paying other bills. You get what I'm saying? Those are regular consumer agencies, corporations that you're dealing with. This is the government SBA. All right. This is government loans and funding. They are totally different when it comes to how they lend out money. All right. You do not want your wages garnished. You do not want certain things happening because you wanted to play games around here. You do not want to lose your benefits. All right. If you know that you have not been selected right now and they haven't pulled you for your low income or your Section 8, pay them people back. Don't get on here playing games. All right. This is another reason why we educate you on the importance of paying your bills and understanding credit and money in this country, okay? It's not a game. It's not something that you just burn up, all right? This is what I be trying to tell y'all when y'all want to jump out here and do stuff that you know you're not supposed to be doing. Some people did the loan. You had real legitimate businesses, but we know many of you did not. And now it's time for some of the consequences, okay? So if you took this money, pay it back. Get in communication with them. If you need a hardship, do the hardship, apply for the hardship. I would say they're giving you 6 months. You have to pay 10% of the payment. But the worst thing that you don't want to do is just ignore this like some kind of credit card bill. It's not going to go away like that. The SBA is completely different. They will come for your wages. They will come for looking for you. They will put on your credit report, all of that. All right. It's different. It's not like your car and credit cards. I need you to understand that. So be serious. Do what you need to do. We in class tonight. I'm out. I will be back on tonight for class and session. This class tonight is going to be a little quicker because we're going straight to the point. And then we're talking about passive income, which is the mobile home investing. Byron and Sharnice will be on tonight, speaking to the community. For those of you guys in the 5-day wealth challenge, tap in. We already sent you your link. Check your spam. And then about 8:30 to 9 o'clock TikTok, I will get on and do a formal class and session tonight. I think we're going to go over credit again. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to talk about just yet. But that's it. I'm out. All right. I don't think I got no questions or nothing on TikTok. So Reese, let's go. We in class. And for those who had it forgiven. So forgiven does not mean forgotten. Okay. So just because you had your loan forgiven, it does not, and that's the PPP. This is EIDL. Those are two totally different programs. Okay. So PPP was a forgivable loan if you qualify for it. If you're not aware, the government, Biden and the administration has put in a investigation. So a lot of applications, people who apply for the PPP, they are going back through your applications. They are looking at them to make sure that they are valid and not fraudulent. If they find out that your PPP application was not valid, then you are going to owe that money back and you're going to have to pay it on your taxes. So, and they're going to unforgive it. So this is what I was trying to tell some of you guys, that forgiven don't mean forgotten. Just because you got the loan forgiven, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that they can't come back later and ask for proof, paperwork, documentation. You get what I'm saying? So they do that all the time. So if you don't have proof and paperwork and documentation and you got your loan forgiven and they find out it should not have been forgiven, they have overturned people's PPP loans. I know that for a fact as well. Several people have had their loans overturned and unforgiven, and now they owe the money back and or under investigation. It really just depends on how much. EIDL grant was up to $10,000, lawyer, not 1,000. It was up to $10,000. And like I said, a lot of people who did not do their loan application, I'm not talking about everybody, but if you are somebody who did not do your own loan application, some people have loans in their name. Some people who they decided to work with, these people went and accepted the loan. Because you didn't do your application, you wouldn't know that. So if somebody else did your application and you only got the grant money, it's very well possible that you got approved for the loan. Okay. So later on, they started doing loan approvals. They sent you an email or logged into your portal and you could have accepted a loan. So some people did also get a loan acceptance and some people may or may not know that. So that's what I'm talking about. You got 1K because you probably put one person as a business owner. People who put 10 employees got $10,000. The EIDL loan was up to $10,000. So if you got 1,000, that's on you for getting 1,000 because you claimed one person, which you should have if you had one employee. If you claim 3 employees, you got 3,000. If you claim 5 people, you got 5,000, and so up. So that's how the grant worked. It wasn't a $1,000 grant. It was an up to $10,000 grant. All right, now I have to go. I'm gone. I got class tonight. We're in class. 5-day wealth challenge. Those of y'all that are in, tap in. Let's roll. We on Zoom. Grant is the key word, but if you didn't do your own application, there are a lot of people out there who think that they only have a grant, but somebody got the loan in their name. So that's what I'm saying. If it don't apply, let it fly. I ain't talking to you. All right. So that's the biggest thing. Yes, grant means that you don't have to pay it back, but a lot of people who did get the grant also did get approved for the loan. And if they didn't do their own application, there's a lot of unethical people out here that we do have. And there are a lot of people who have loans in their name and they don't even know it. So again, my page is very informational. I see you're new here. Welcome. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Bye. All right, I'm out, YouTube. I got class tonight.